Welcome everyone. In today's video, we're going to look at this hospice cat went into a patient's room. Then the whole world heard this shocking story. But before we proceed, if you're new to this channel, remember, go ahead and to hit the bell icon to subscribe so you won't miss the informative videos we will upload in the future. Now get ready and make sure to stay tuned till the end as we dive right into the video. Time and time again, animals have proven the ability to provide an unparalleled level of comfort for end-of-life patients. Yet what has famously transpired at Steere House Nursing and Rehabilitation Center in Providence? Why, over the past decade has, quite frankly, still managed to leave us speechless. What has famously transpired is the story of Oscar the Hospice Cat, known for his ability to predict death and comfort patients who will soon pass away. A story so compelling that Dr. David Dosa, a health researcher at Brown University and a geriatrician working with patients at the Steere House, actually wrote an entire book about it. 2005, Oscar's beginning. Oscar was initially sort of a very scared cat. Dr. Dosa tells Crossroads Hospice about the cat's earlier days at Steere House, which began in 2005. He wouldn't really like to come out. He would keep to himself. Oftentimes you'd find him in the supply closet or under a bed somewhere, and it wasn't really until somebody was near death that Oscar would sort of come out front and center. It began gradually, a regular therapy cat in the dementia unit where, unfortunately, death as a common occurrence would go about his usual cat business until, somehow, he sensed that the end was coming for a patient nearby. Oscar would essentially come out from his hiding, find the patient in need, crawl up to them for comfort, and hold a little vigil in their honor. One day, a staff member decided to put a little note in his collar. It said something like this: "Your cat's visiting our residents here at hospice, and we don't know if he makes it back to his home. We just want to let you know where he's going and where he might be if you're looking for him," said Oakley. Oscar's owner, Ann Man of Halifax, got the note and came by with some flowers, cat treats, and a note of her own. They were quite excited to see me and said, "Oh my God, Oscar's like a celebrity over here," said Man. He delights all the patients. Some of Oscar's first visits were to a group of patients known as the Garden Crew, said Mills. "We have a wonderful garden outside, so everyone got to kind of go hang out in the garden, and Oscar started coming around." Mills said Oscar seemed to be especially taken with Gerrier, who was a big music fan, and referred to Oscar as Cat Stevens or Smokey Robinson for his smoky gray coat of fur. Oscar will usually saunter up to someone at the hospice, flop over on his belly, and wait for a few treats and a pet. He delights all the patients. Even folks that couldn't go outside were trying to get the cat to come in to have a visit, and he would come in and say hello and then be on his way, said Mills. Oakley said Oscar brought her brother a lot of comfort in his final days. Gerrier spent 6 months at Hospice Halifax. He died in June. Oscar's near-death experience. Man's daughter, Kirsten, got Oscar from the Nova Scotia SPCA when he was just a kitten. She said Oscar quickly became an outdoor cat and had a near-death experience when he was hit by a car 3 years ago. Man said since the incident, Oscar, who used to be a typical cat, completely changed. He became a little bit more charismatic and just cuddlier, and it almost looks like he just takes every day for what it is. He always looks both ways before crossing the street, said Man. She said he has since become the neighborhood cat and people recognize him when he pays a visit. Man said after learning that Oscar is lifting spirits, she and Kirsten worry less when he doesn't come home for a while. "We assume that he is out being a very effective therapy cat and doing his good deed," said Man. Every once in a while Kirsten hears from the hospice that Oscar is back over there, or Oscar is in the garden again, or Oscar is at somebody's window, said Man. Read what you want into it. But his near-death experience, I think, did change him, and now he's helping other people who, are near death. So I think that's pretty cool. How Oscar is known today. People's reactions to such a phenomenon vary. Some people call Oscar the angel of death, others just an angel. Perhaps Oscar exhibits some type of spiritual connection beyond what humans have yet to discover. Or maybe cats and dogs can quite literally smell the future. I think that ultimately your guess is as good as mine. Dr. Dosa speculates. It could be likely that he's responding to some smell when cells start to break down. But through all of the speculation, there's one thing we know to be true of the story. Oscar has proven to us that regardless of how he's able to sense impending death, he has an interest in honoring these people at the end of their lives and providing them whatever comfort he can by simply being in their presence. Perhaps it's something all animals can do, but Oscar's story is unique in the fact that he has what most other animals don't: opportunity, a home where he can put these skills to use. If anything, it speaks to the value of comfort and care at the end of life. If a regular house cat is able to practice such, then we, as humans, should be able to make the effort in going above and beyond and seize our opportunity. That's all for today's video. Feel free to share any helpful information we've missed in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any new videos from our channel. Thanks for watching and see you all soon.